excited to introduce to you my next guest. I have Anna-Marie Yates here, and she's going to talk to us a little bit about Yates Travel. And I am so excited to hear about this stuff because, as you all know, and I have said before, I am like the vacation queen. But I want to know more information about your business. So thank you so much for being here with me.
You're welcome. It's a pleasure.
Yes. So talk to us a little bit about Yates Travel and how it got started.
Well, for several years, my mother had an agency here called Templeton Travel, and I started as a high school freshman, reading out of the OAG, really tiny print, and helping the agents there to do that work. And then my mother sold the agency, so I decided, and she sold it for lots of reasons, the internet, and we'll talk about that later, but I decided that I could still work that and raise my kids, so I started doing it with Yates Travel.
Perfect. So talk to us a little bit about the services that you have to offer.
I offer everything: business travel, leisure travel, missionary travel, everything.
Okay. So what's the process if somebody wants to book something through you?
Well, the first thing you should do is get in touch with me, obviously, and there's several ways to do that. I have a Facebook page, and you can get in touch with me at my email address or by telephone. And I like to get it by email because it's all in black and white that way, and there's no confusion because travel can be so confusing when you're trying to figure it out, and especially when you're first getting started. But what I like to do is have a conversation with my clients and say, you know, what's your budget? Where would you like to go? How long would you like to stay? And try to tailor the trip that they're looking for to what their likes are, and stay away from their dislikes.
Absolutely. So I'm assuming that you book airline tickets and all that kind of stuff.
I do.
I hate booking airline tickets because I never know whether or not I'm on the right plane or what I need to do.
Yeah.
So,
well, a lot of people are asking, well, why do I need a travel agent? Because I can do it all online. And that's true, you can. But I have access to all of the airlines at one time. I don't have to search every website, and that's what you would have to do if you were sitting at home doing it. And even then, you're not sure you're going to get the lowest price. I've often been able to get a lower price than Kayak or Cheapo Air or places like that. I sometimes do not beat that price, but a lot of times I do. I've got a great support company that helps me with that.
that is great. So Chase just told me this morning that he wants to go on a trip to Hawaii because he's all into this surfing stuff. He wants to go see the waves.
Oh, great.
So if I came to you and I said, okay, Anna-Marie, I want to go to Hawaii for the 4 of us, what's my next step?
Your next step is, first of all, I need to know your budget.
Okay.
Because, you know, I just booked a first class Hawaii, and it was $10,000. So, you know, a lot of people have misconceptions in their mind about what it's going to cost. A lot of people will say, well, I want to go to Mexico for $500 and I want to be in an all-inclusive resort. Well, that's not really realistic, but I can get you somewhere, you know, close to that. So if you wanted to go to Hawaii, I would want to know how many islands you want to go to, what you want to do while you're there, if it's surfing, cultural activities, see the Pearl Harbor area, if you want to stay on Waikiki Beach. You know, I need to know things like that. So I'll lead you in those questions and get that information out of you, and then I'll come up with the trip that suits your needs the best.
All right. See, you've got all the information right here. She knows all the islands and everything.
Oh, yeah.
That is great.
I get to go on trips. We've taken our kids to a lot of great places, and then I've been educated through all of the travel that I've done for 25 plus years. So I know a lot about the world.
That is wonderful, and I'm sure that helps you too with the business that you're doing.
It does. It does. Geography is the #1 thing that you need to know. But another part of the service that I give is called an FIT. It's putting together every element of the travel. let's say you don't want to go on an escorted tour, but you want some escorted tours when you're at the location. So I would piece all of those things together and tailor make it to what you're looking for.
That's great. See, all the work we would have to go through, and we can leave the stress off of us and let Anna Marie do it, because she obviously knows what she's talking about here. I mean, I'm impressed with all the islands and everything.
Well, the one thing you don't want to do is mess up your vacation time.
That's exactly right. Exactly right. So it is that time of the year where people are starting to plan.
Absolutely.
Is this more of a busier time for you?
Well, all year long is busy, but this certainly is a busy time because families are deciding what they want to do for summer, and of course this is the time to do that. February, this time of year, is always a bridal month, so I do a lot of honeymoon planning, a lot of destination wedding planning, and then, you know, folks just in general wanting to go somewhere. Right now there's some great deals on European river cruises,
really?
Which is something, it's not really new, but it's new to the American public because they haven't thought about it, but they're fantastic, fantastic.
What is this exactly?
It's, they've taken barges that fit on the European rivers, the Rhine, the Rhone, you know, the rivers in Europe, and they've outfitted them into luxury ships, or actually luxury boats. Do you know the difference between a boat and a ship?
Well, a ship's bigger.
It is only a ship if it's only a boat if it can be carried on a larger vessel.
Really?
Until it can't be carried on a larger vessel, it's a boat.
Okay,
Yep.
well, there's some history information there for us, too.
Yep. These barges, they've got everything that a fine luxury cruise line would have, but they're much smaller. You cruise at night, you get off, you bicycle through these little European towns, you go up to castles, you do your sightseeing, hikes, all that sort of thing, but you really get interior country easier than you do by any other method.
Very neat.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now I love cruising. So talk to us a little bit about cruising.
Cruising is the best value for your vacation dollar.
It is.
Everything is located in one place. And cruising, you can go to some really fantastic places on this planet if you cruise.
Yes, you
Yeah.
can. I love cruising.
Yeah.
So, and actually my co-host right now is on a cruise. I'm a little jealous.
Lucky her.
I know, exactly. She's getting the tropical sun, and we're getting ready to get the sleet and the snow.
Yeah, well.
And stuff. Now, you talked to us a little bit about the business travel.
Mm-hmm.
What are some hot places that people go for business travel?
Well, business travel mainly is in the United States.
Okay.
New York, out the West Coast in California. I do a lot of travel down to Texas for folks. But corporate travel is different. You know, they're always looking for the best rate, the best rental car if they need something like that, or transfers, and absolutely the best hotel stays. And they're often repeat clients, so I have to really concentrate and learn what their likes are, so I don't have to repeat and ask that same question over and over again. So I try to build a profile for my business customers.
Okay, well, perfect.
Yeah.
So groups. I'm assuming that you can do group travel and all that kind of stuff. It's not just a family.
Absolutely. I love to do groups. Any kind of group. If you have a group of friends that want to start a travel club, call me, because that is so much fun. My parents did that when I was younger, and they got to go to some great places, but they went with their friends, which made it even better.
Yeah.
So traveling with your friends is always fun, and you can see a lot of great places.
Definitely.
Yep. And then the missionary travel, like for the churches that do a lot of missions out of the country or even in the country, I'm able to get airfares that might be better than what you can get just by going online. So, you know, a lot of people don't understand that, but I can get group fares. I can get some really good deals.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
So now, what is one, I guess...
Your bucket list?
Well, I've got a lot on my bucket list and stuff, but what is one place that people are, what's more popular is what I'm trying to say.
Oh gosh, there is no what's more popular.
Is there
There's
not?
so many places on this earth to go to, so many beautiful places. I think one of my favorite places has been Alaska, just because of the stark beauty of it. It's just breathtaking how beautiful Alaska is. And then certainly Europe is a great place to go, just because of the historical value of Europe. And then, you know, the places that you've seen growing up on the Disney Channel.
Yeah, there you go. I love watching the Travel Channel.
I know, it's fun.
Yeah.
But then the Caribbean, that's fun. You know, there's if you like just relaxed, laid back, don't have to do anything really, the Caribbean's where you want to go.
Yes, that's where we usually cruise to.
Yep.
So, but now tell people how to get in touch with you if someone is ready to book a vacation.
If you're ready to book a vacation, and after this winter, I don't know why you're not,
Yes.
you could get in touch with me. My email address is ayates62@charter.net, or you can get in touch with me by phone, 828-265-6092. I'm also on Facebook.
All right.
Yeah.
Perfect. So this lady right here knows what she's talking about. So spring break is coming up and summer vacations are getting ready to be planned. So you definitely need to give Anna Marie Yates a call. I know I'm going to. We're trying to think of where we're going to go. So we'll be giving her a call. And
A dude ranch for your boys, they'd love it.
they probably would, wouldn't they? Yeah, Chance is always calling everybody dude. So
Yep.
thank you so much for coming in and talking
Thanks for
to
having
us.
me, Carrie.
Absolutely. And we'll be right back with more MT and Live in the Mountains.